A notary public using electronic notarization is presented with a document where the signer's identity is verified through a credible witness via video. The notary does not personally know the witness. How should the notary proceed? To answer this question, let's have a look at Part 182.5 of the Notary Public License Law entitled Satisfactory Evidence of Identity, and we see here certain requirements for electronic notarization. Particularly, if we look at subsection C, it states, for any individual signing a document who appears before an electronic notary public using communication technology, and, remember this is in the question, who is not personally known to the notary public, satisfactory evidence of identity requires all of the following. We have here in subsection 1, identity verification, subsection 2, credential analysis, and subsection 3, identity proofing, etc. So with all this in mind, let's have a look at our choices to determine our solution. Choice A states, proceed with the notarization as the witness's testimony is sufficient. Well, as we just read from, the witness's testimony alone is not sufficient where the notary does not personally know the witness. There are other requirements, and therefore choice A is not our solution. Choice B states, refuse to notarize as the notary does not personally know the witness. This too is incorrect because even when the notary does not personally know the witness, there are requirements that the notary can meet in order to perform the notarization, and therefore choice B is not our solution. Choice C states, request additional identification from the signer. Well, the notary public does have to obtain certain identification, but this answer minimizes that requirement. It's kind of vague, and therefore choice C is not enough to satisfy us as to the solution, and we can therefore strike it out. Which leaves choice D by process of elimination, but let's have a look just to be certain. Choice D states, use an identity proofing method as prescribed by Title 19 NYCRR Part 182. Well, that's what we read from, just to remind you. That's 182.5, so Section 182. And we do reference here identity proofing, and therefore choice D, use an identity proofing method as prescribed by Title 19 NYCRR Part 182 is the correct solution.